Welcome to Alaya, a place to connect. Rishakran, Veniatosikan va, Nimrek suchurak nesam viestaka, Limrakta sonam keshan tekon ades, Veniakta, Lam shilta vanyakla and sochi, Damyakta hanshata, Venikron si lak nevushna, Ham kishtaband hokan, elip no cladidos land, Kajita kusho, Tum chanakia no sukia da, Kishtaban. Being the consciousness that you are. The realization that the consciousness is all. There are many beliefs and concepts about the other, but the consciousness is not the other. It is this, the totality of possibility, of presence and expansion in every direction forever. So it takes the place of many beliefs and concepts about the other, about deities, about systems, about structures, a way to be. But as the consciousness, you begin to realize there is no way to be other than the way you are. To embrace the isness of yourself, to allow that to be the predominant point, the center of your life. There are so many things out there that say you should or you shouldn't. This is the way, that is the way. It's very confusing. It's very disconcerting. It's very misleading. To come into the realization that the consciousness is all. It is creator of all things. And in that creation, it actually becomes all things. So it's not separate. It's not some force working from the outside to create an inside job. It simply is. To embrace the isness, to embrace life, is to begin to realize that it is far more than what the intellect mind can understand or comprehend. Because the intellect is a program of possibilities, of beliefs, of concepts, of past and present, and hope for the future. But the consciousness is all of those. It's not divided against itself. Therefore, you are not divided against yourself. When you can embrace this totality, you do that by letting go. That's the hard part, is to let go the long-held beliefs and concepts and conditionings of your life and of the world around you. We live in a world of chaos, of fear, of resistance, of greed. One might wonder, what has this got to do with life? What has this got to do with the consciousness? This is where we begin to understand, to embrace what is. You may not like it, it may not feel good, but to embrace what is a step on this path that leads to total enlightenment. Enlightenment is the realization that you are it. Simple as that. You are it. And then the intellect says, well, who are those other people sitting around? Well, they're it too. Very few people can comprehend or realize this. When people hear me talk about it, they say, well, he's a fool. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's very funny to me that everyone that thinks that is really stuck in their own belief patterns and systems and conditions. There's no room to believe anything else. There's no room to experience anything else. So essentially, you are experiencing what you believe that you experience. You experience your beliefs. And so if you don't like what you experience, change your beliefs. Or better yet, drop them. Drop all of them. Just to live as pure consciousness is our goal. To be free of any physical limitations from the intellect mind of the world around us. Because the world wants to keep you in your place. Systems and structures do not want you to have self-realization. Because when you realize who you are, you cannot be controlled. You cannot become hypnotized by the things around you. You see through it. You see through the deceptions, the lies. You see through the jealousy, the greed. You see, those are components of a separate life brought on by separate beliefs. Better than, worse than, promising some kind of reward if you do it right. But the reward is your realization that you are the consciousness. That is the highest accomplishment that we can achieve. That is the foundation of the new human. The new human is that individual that lives as the consciousness every moment of their life. It doesn't mean they don't have problems, because the problems is the background of this world. But that is your opportunity to transcend those, to move beyond them, to see them for what they are. The world, the systems, the structures want to keep and need to keep you in your place. Those in power do not want you to have self-realization, because when you do that, you can't be controlled. You see through the lies and the deceptions. You see the manipulations. You see the created fear that one is bombarded with. To have this realization is freedom. Freedom from the other. Freedom from the past. Freedom from the future. Because as the consciousness, you know everything is right on course. Everything is perfect in its own self. The intellect, what do you mean it's perfect? I'm in pain, I'm suffering, I'm afraid, I'm angry, I'm jealous. Well, those are side effects of the mind intellect that's stuck in beliefs. That's all. I know that's simplifying maybe. But really, when we get down to it, the consciousness is. There is no division, there is no other. It is permanent, it is eternal, it is absolute. It is all things and everything, the small things, the big things, the scary things, the fearful things, the angry things. It's all part of what the consciousness is. But that's what happens when it's blocked. When it's blocked, it creates kind of a problem, creates some havoc. And that leaves it open for the intellect to interpret that you did something wrong, or something is wrong with the world, or something is wrong with everything. The reality of this world is stuck in beliefs and systems and structures controlled by fear. And one believes that the other will come and fix things. But that belief has existed ever since humanity has existed. Always believing, oh, something's going to come and fix it. Someone is taking care of us. We'll be all right. When you begin to realize that as a consciousness, you're taking care of yourself, there is no outside caregiver. You are that which is. You are the caregiver yourself. So begin to give to yourself. Give yourself the gift of this awareness to allow that you can transcend any physical or mental or spiritual problem you might encounter. That is owning your power. For you are the consciousness, you are powerful. You are not bound or limited by the world around you, the laws that created to control, to manipulate, to create fear. So, this step, taking this step, can be seen by the intellect as a giant, huge step, a step into the unknown. But look around you. What you think life is really unknown. It's just an interpretation. They say. It is written. That's the way it is. But what is written is simply something trapped in time and space. In its place. It has no authority. It has no relevance. For only what is you, as the presence and embodiment of the consciousness, as a part of the all that is. It's amazing when you think about it. Every point, everything in creation is a part of the consciousness. It's never divided, never separate. Consequently, it can't be alone. It just is. To break down the barriers that's created by the mind intellect is to experience the freedom and liberation of your true self. The true self is the consciousness, is being and becoming and unfolding. And that is the new human. The new human lives in freedom, in knowing, in peace and love, and allowing. I suppose for the new human, the biggest aspect is the ability to allow what is. Because so much is against that. Oh, that's a problem. We can't do that. We're going to disaster. We're going to destroy. That's just part of business. A consequence of beliefs. When you free yourself from that, you realize just what the new human is. It's a being, a life force that has transcended even time and space. Is no longer bound by they say, no longer bound by all the teachings and they say this and they say that and what if, no longer bound by the past, no longer bound by your own past. You begin to experience yourself as a new expression, a new being, a new way of life. So we can give thanks for the unfolding and transcendence of the true self, to realize that we're all right. You are all right. No matter who says you're not, no matter who tries to get you to believe this or to believe that. I do not offer beliefs. I offer direct experience of this possibility. For the new human has the capability of accessing the knowledge, the wisdom, the peace, the love, and transcendence that comes along with it. The new human is alive and well. You can't find it out there unless you yourself are that And then you can see it in different places. But most people do not realize what is taking place. They're caught in the chaos of a divided world. The new human rises above that, seeing, wait a minute, the consciousness is all things, so what's the problem? Just look to the consciousness and know within that it's all right. You can be all right for the body, you can be all right for the experiences, you can be all right for whatever is happening. That sounds kind of like Pollyanna, scary thinking, escapism, but really it's actually embracing all of it. It takes courage to do that because you don't get the support from the outside. The world doesn't support that. But you, as a new human, begin supporting yourself and achieving deeper and expanding awareness.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
And Tim says, thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
As do Anna and Slava.
Thank you.
And Todd says, powerful message. Thank you so much, Ishvara.
Thank you.
And Shantara adds, your cup matches your shirt. Love.
Yeah, how do you do? We are a small group, but we are mighty in this awareness. So as a new human, you really are very powerful. And you create change within your own awareness. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for your love and support.